after they arrived in the Europa League. It's probably one of the favourites to do well in it. So yeah, a very good side, full of experience and quality. But it's such an exciting game for us to start the competition, and yeah, we're as I say, we're excited by it.
You said another very, very big club coming to the King Power, a side that have in the last 10-15 years, you know, been challenging some of the biggest teams in the world, and definitely some of the biggest teams in Italy. So I think last season being in the competition without fans, that sort of detracted a little bit from the experience for not just the players, but obviously the fans missing out on those kind of evenings. They're always special.
Well, there's nothing quite like a European night under the lights. It's been 4 years, 4 long years since Leicester last played a home European game in front of fans. The Europa League group stages begin again tonight. The Europa League is back in town, and the opponents in town are Napoli. The visitors from Naples beat Juventus in Serie A at the weekend. They've enjoyed a decent start to the campaign, but they've never won a European game in England in 9 attempts. That being said, Napoli are no stranger to this competition. They won it in 1989, in those halcyon days where the iconic figure of Diego Maradona seemed larger than Vesuvius itself in Naples. Excitement has grown this time too, with real optimism around the visitors' camp.
Parte da Leicester il cammino europeo del Napoli di Spalletti dopo un inizio perfetto in campionato. Il primo test in Europa League è complicato.
The last time the Foxes walked out on Filbert Way in front of a home crowd in European competition was in 2017. 4 years on and the fans are back, and Leicester City are back on their European adventures tonight. Last season's Europa League campaign was too quiet, too empty. No danger of that this evening. Filbert Way is bang up for this one. Napoli in all red kits as both sets of players take the knee. Applauded all around King Power Stadium. And the Napoli fans also join in with the applause. And Leicester City's Europa League journey is underway for 2021-22. Here's Harvey Barnes trying to stretch his legs, plays it inside to Patson Daka, gets the 1-2. Barnes now on the left-hand side of the penalty area. Chance! Goal! Iose Perez! And lift off for Leicester City in the Europa League. The roof has come off of King Power Stadium. The fans are absolutely buzzing, and so is Iose Perez. With Malqui, who's got a bit of space, closed down by Perez, in towards Insigne, and it draws a smart save out of Kasper Schmeichel. Danger not clear. Ruiz with the strike, and again down is Kasper Schmeichel, a double save, a big double save from the Foxes captain. Back to goals, Kelechi Iheanacho, here's Yuri Tielemans, might fall for Daka! Patson Daka fires it home, and Leicester City have their second. His first start for the Foxes, his first competitive goal for the Foxes. But we are just having a VAR check for the time being, and it's offside. The goal will not stand, so back underway. Kelechi Iheanacho does well to nick possession, and he plays in Harvey Barnes. Barnes is in here for Leicester City. Harvey Barnes finds the corner, and Leicester do find the second they were looking for. Harvey Barnes, so key in the first goal. He scored the second goal, and Leicester do double their advantage here in the Europa League. Osimhen just looped it over the top of it. And Napoli have reduced the deficit by half. They're back in this.
Fabian Politano rientra, crossa, Osimhen di testa, trova un gran gol, la doppietta di Osimhen, 2-2.
I read beforehand that Napoli are probably the favourites for the tournament, so that shows you that we're up there to compete, and so that's something that hopefully over the course of the season, this is a young team that will learn and get better, and like I said, we'll learn from tonight.
It was something I sort of had in the back of my head to get that first goal of the season. After sort of obviously being out for a little while. It was important, so it was a little bit of a weight off the shoulders, and hopefully that can keep me on now for the rest of the season.
Okay, everybody, we'll take some questions from the floor. If you'd be kind enough to raise your hand, that would be helpful. We will pause in between answers for our colleague in interpretation to support. So, ready when you are. John?
Hi, John.
Brendan, was just what are you expecting from the atmosphere tomorrow? It's got, obviously, the England game in Poland a few weeks ago was very loud, very fierce, a big test for the players.
Yeah.
What are you expecting tomorrow, mate?
Yeah, no, listen, it's what football's about. You play and you travel around the world to play in the great stadiums and in front of very passionate fans. So, yeah, I think we've seen over many years, and Legia Warsaw, of course, is a great club with really passionate supporters. So yeah, it should be a great game and a great atmosphere, and that's always something when you're away from home, especially in Europe, that you have to deal with. I said when I first arrived in, could we bring the club into European football, and as it grow and develop the name outside of our own league. So the last few years qualifying for Europe has been great, and it's a great experience, and it's something that we intend to look to keep looking to achieve. As you say, it's the ambition of ours to keep playing at the level, keep improving and keep developing, but to have that, it's that hunger to be here. So you have to earn it, and that's something that we hopefully can do over the next numbers of years.
Leicester City are on the road in Europe again for the first time in 4 years in front of the Blue Army. It's a trip to Poland and the capital to take on Legia Warsaw. Legia are the current Polish champions, winning the league for the 5th time in the last 6 seasons. Last campaign, their 15th Polish league title, for the near 29,000 fans inside the Polish Army Stadium this evening. They have their sights set on a Leicester City casualty here this evening. Their eggs firmly in the Europa League basket, and it's expected to be a rather hostile atmosphere here on the continent this evening for the Foxes' second Europa League game of the group stage phase. Legia beat Spartak in their opening fixture of this campaign, a late last gasp winner by a 1-0. And of course, with Naples coming to the East Midlands and drawing 2-2 with the Foxes, that means that there's still plenty to play for in this Europa League group stage phase. So we await the emergence of the players and the referees out of the tunnel here at the Polish Army Stadium. And as they emerge, you'll hear the crowd lift as these Legia fans look to get behind their side. The Foxes are back on the European trail tonight. Match day 2 of the Europa League campaign, and Leicester City on the road in the Polish capital against the Polish champions, Legia Warsaw. Legia topped the group after a last gasp win over Spartak Moscow in their opener. The Foxes unable to hold on to a 2-goal advantage in their first group game against the quality Napoli side. But this will be another tough test in what will be a lively atmosphere at the Stadium Wojska Polskiego, to say the least. The Legia fans say they want to create a nightmare for Leicester City. Well, these are the sorts of nights that the Foxes fans have missed last season, unable to follow their side, the Blue Army, on the road in Europe. No such troubles this time. Around 800 Leicester City supporters have made the trip, so it will be another corner taken by Dewsbury Hall, this time under the keeper again, who's lost it, and it just strikes Ayoze Perez's right boot. He didn't know too much about it, the Spaniard, but it bounces so favourably into Cezary Mishta's hands. The goalkeeper came flying out, the 19-year-old completely missed his punch. Well, certainly not the most comfortable atmosphere in terms of a Leicester City perspective. Comes forward once again, Amate in there trying to do the defending, still finds its way to Emreli, who finds the corner via the post, and Legia Warsaw have opened up Leicester City and opened up a 1-goal advantage here in the Europa League. The ball comes forward for Daka, finds its way through to Perez, and he shanks his effort wide, and he looks at the ground with disdain. It could easily have found its way to either Daka or Perez. Both of them were in a really good position on the edge of the 18-yard box. Does come in towards Ayoze Perez, who finishes the corner off from Yuri Tielemans, but it won't count. The whistle has gone. I think Daniel Amate may be the culprit. And it comes from Soumare, headed on behind him by Patson Daka, but claimed by Cesare Mista. And he's actually done really well, Patson Daka, to even guide that ball on target. Delivers underneath the goalkeeper. It might be a chance. Is that squeezed his way in? Has the ball landed over the line? Well, the referee doesn't say so. It was Vestergaard who was in there. There was a real scramble. Castagna continues his run and he gets the pass from Tielemans across the face of goal. It goes. Ball's hit to Maddison. Maddison for Leicester City. Cleared off the line by Legia. Well, again, Leicester City coming within a hair's width of getting the equaliser.
Belong here. Deserve to be. So get a real feeling of belonging here. Now you've got to go and show your strength and mentality. And for the club and for the team, it's very new to this level. Disappointed for the supporters because we've travelled a long way, and to be here, it would have been great to have given them a result. But we thank them for coming. Still a long way to go in the group with many more opportunities, and the objective is to qualify, and we still get time to do that.